How you doing today? Zoom Queen here. Oh my goodness, Zoom Queen here. We're gonna do some damage today. I have some fantastic things happening, so many things to tell you. But if you want to know how to, I don't know, highlight the best parts of your Zoom session, stay tuned. You want to highlight the best parts of your Zoom session. Stay tuned. One more thing you want to put on your calendar, unless I tell you otherwise, every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern to hear me, they call me Zoom Queen, talk about something fabulous that you can do with Zoom that, wait a minute, that's going to help you what? Grow your impact, influence, and income. Impact, influence, and income. So if you want to know what that is, I'm going to share it in 30 minutes or less. Okay, sometimes 35 minutes or less. And you're going to leave here. And if you do it, it's going to make a huge, huge difference. And let me tell you guys, Zoom has been dropping it like it's hot. It's so many things I want to tell you about. But before I just come out and tell you, I can appreciate a really cute app, but unless the app helps me move the needle in my business with what I just shared with you earlier, I'm not going to worry about it. But if it helps me move the needle, I care about it. And I know you do too. So you are in the right place. Now, it's so funny because over here, I'm looking at one of the apps in Zoom. They're called Zoom apps, of course. I recommend that you download what's called Timer. So I know right now I got 30 minutes, right? I got actually a little less than 30 minutes. I should put 25. And what's so cool is in the chat section of my Zoom, I just hit start and I got this clock counting down for me. And I'm looking, I can see it in my right eye. Is that stupid or what? I can do 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I can do whatever I want. And it's in my chat window within my Zoom. So I know you're like, well, how did you do that? Is that Zoom highlights? No, it's just something I threw at you, and we'll talk about it more this month, okay? Here's another little bug in your ear. You know how I like to kind of give you some previews of upcoming Zooms. Guess what, guys? You're not going to believe this, and this is huge. This is really, really huge. Are you sitting down? Guess what's happening September the 13th and 14th. I'll wait. Now, if you're wondering, I can see your comments on YouTube. I can also see you over there in my Facebook group. Tell me hi. Tell me you're there. Like, what's up, Marquessa? We see you. Hey, girl, we see you. So I'm waiting for you to tell me what's going to happen on, I'm going to say Zoom. I'm going to say Zoom on September 13th and 14th. This month. You guessed it, Zoomtopia. And it's going to be hot as usual. Zoom really shares not only, how far it's gone, the differences that it's making in the world and all these different areas, but they also talk about what's coming up. And they do it in a very unique way, right? So if you're a Zoom star, are you part of Club ZQ? You need to be there. Here's the best part. I am going to plan sort of a session, if you will, that's going to be called the Zoomtopia 2021 What Did I Learn session, okay? So look out for that. If you're thinking, Marquessa, that's great. I don't know how do I look out for it? I'm not on your list. You want to get on my list, guys. Here's one of my lists. It is my text list is my text community, and this is where I send you things first because it's quick. Okay, I do not send spam. I just let you know when something is about to drop or happening, and folks love it. So get on there. Just go to 917-724-8462. Now, I know you're thinking, how do I just go there? Just send me anything. You can say Zoom tip on this, or watched you on Facebook, or saw you on Instagram, or saw you on YouTube, or saw you on LinkedIn Live, or whatever the case may be. And then just send it to that number. It really doesn't matter. I can't wait. Make sure you come so I can see you. All right. So make sure that you're on the list. Here's another quick announcement. Congratulations. Congratulations. So many of you took Zoom Queen's advice and you purchase your ZapPad, this thing is a game changer. Love it. My best friend here. It literally lets me chill back here and just, I don't know, do all my Zoom magic right here. And it's simple commands that I would normally have to lean in and take 2 or 3 steps to do. Anyway, if you already grabbed your Zoom pad, you got that wonderful price. Go to zoomqueen.com and make sure you listen to a special session that I did and a lot of Zoom stars attended and gave their best tips, along with the makers, the creators of ZoomPad. And they take it all the way down for the simplest things, your biggest questions, all the way into, I didn't know I could do that. I mean, this thing is a clicker. It's everything. It's everything. It does everything but make dinner for you. And I think we're going to make dinner soon. So if you did that, I just want to make sure you go to the recording, because I got a note. A lot of people are excited. They got their ZapPad in the mail, and I want you to use it. I didn't recommend this for you to sit on the side of your desk. Okay. You can get it up and running in 30 seconds. Now, if you're watching this and you're like, I have no idea what you're talking about, go to zoomqueen.com. It's still there. Only thing is, only free shipping is offered, not that big special that I offered last week. But I just wanted people to know, especially the ones that have already purchased this, that there is a resource for you where we break down how easy it is to make this wonderful tool a fabulous part of your life. Okay. All right. So no excuse, guys, no excuse. Okay, good. Here's the last thing that I wanted to mention. Many of you have been downloading that ebook. Make sure you have downloaded my ebook where I share how to create a fabulous virtual background, as well as the equipment I use. And matter of fact, I'm going to update it rather soon. So make sure you go and check that out. All right, guys, it is time. I got about 20 minutes left. Oh my goodness. And I'm going to get into it. I cannot wait. We're going to talk about Zoom highlights. I know you're like, what do you mean by Zoom highlights? Like, what do you mean by that? Well, what I mean by, and let me just go back up here while I'm kind of talking a little bit before I get to it. Have you ever, I don't know, had a Zoom session? It could be on anything. It could be a session with your mastermind. It could be a session with a client. It could be a keynote that you did. Okay, let's go with keynotes. I'm going to go with keynotes for a second. Okay. Because a lot of folks that are in my tribe are people that are a lot like me. They're professional speakers. And I know oftentimes as professional speakers, we need this thing called a demo video, right? So it's so cool because guess what? Oh my gosh, this is so big. Zoom has figured out a way to create demo videos for us. You hear me? Demo videos for us. So that's for the speakers out there. Now there may be some trainers, there may be some whoever you are, leaders. Let's say that you had a meeting and it was about an hour and a half long and some of your employees missed it. And although your employees will tell you that they're going to go and watch the Zoom recording, right? And then you even require them to, they never do. Let's keep it real. They never do. But I have a way that they will now. How will they do that? Because you're going to give them Zoom highlights, the best part of the session. Isn't this cool? This is better than a freaking podcast. You go Zoom, you go Zoom. So I'm going to show you how to make it work on your Zoom, how to enable it, all that good stuff. And I'm going to show you what it looks like. So let's do it. Oh my gosh. So I kind of created some, and guys, I'm going to actually go into my back end so you can see it in living color. So let me know what you think. Okay. So here we go. Let me find this really quickly. I see you guys. I see you in there. Okay. Here's slide number 1. Let's go to slide number 1 here. All right, you see me in here, so I'm still in here, but, and I know you're like, Marquesa, can't nobody see that. It's kind of low. Anyway, what you're doing, if you're in the back end of your Zoom right now, you're going to go to zoom.us and you're going to log in, okay? And then a good place that you're going to go when you log in is you're going to go where it says recording, okay? But before you do that, I skipped a step. Before you do that, you want to go to what's called settings. So zoom.us, okay, log into your account, go to settings, right below recordings, click settings. Then once you click settings, the first tab is going to be, well, what are the settings for your meetings? Of course, you took care of that already. The settings I want you to focus on right now are in the section that says recording. So I want you to go to where it says recording. Boom. And guys, even if you can't really see it, because I'm going to try to see if I can make it a little bit larger. Even if you, I'm not going to be on this very long, but even if you can't really see it closely, if you see this, you can't help but see that orange thing all the way down there. Guess what's right beside it? Recording highlights. You've got to click the check mark. Otherwise, it's not just going to work. You're not just going to do a session and say, oh, where are my Zoom highlights? You actually got to go enable it. Okay. So you're going to, again, go to recording. You're going to go to settings in your backend. You're going to go to recording, and then you're going to page all the way down. Okay. Now, is it at the bottom of the page? Almost. But look for the orange thing because it's new. And that's their way of saying, hey, I'm right here. I know you're looking for me. Okay. So there it is right there. Recording highlights. Isn't that fabulous or what? Fabulous or what? Cool, cool, cool. All right. So I'm glad you got that, guys. Let me know what you think about that. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. Okay, good, good, good. So I'm looking at all of your recordings here. Okay. I mean, your comments. And by the way, if you're also on my chat or text rather, I'm not speaking well today. If you're also on my text, oh, I got some comments. If you're also on my text, you can also send me any questions you have. Okay. All right. So we got that piece. So let me go to slide number 2 before I show it to you in living color. I'm going to go to slide number 2 here. Slide number 2 is, okay, now since you've you've done the setting to enable Zoom highlights, now you want to go and find it because now you've recorded. You're like, oh, I just recorded a session and I want to go into my back end and see it. Okay, so if you see it here, here's the deal. In order for highlights to work, you got to have audio transcript. That is a huge game changer, huge piece I got to put in there. So I don't want people getting mad at me that do not have an audio transcript. Okay, if you do not have audio transcript, go to zoomtoincome.com and upgrade your license. Go to zoomtoincome.com, okay? Or just send an email to team@mlpspeak.com and we'll lead you there, okay? So anyway, so here I have recorded a session. I even gave it a title, how to give, this is one of my Club ZQ ones, how to give your Zoom the high TV resolution look easily. We had an expert come in and talk about that, guys. If you're not a member of Club ZQ, it is down and dangerous. And it's for people that want to go high in the Zoom world. Okay, anyway, you see right here, this is the reason why I'm showing you this. You see right here where it says watch highlights, you see that? That's what you're looking for. You're looking for the gray bluish button right there. Now, this is something really important, guys. This is not going to happen quickly. Transcribing takes anywhere from about, I don't know, 12 minutes to an hour and a half, depending on how long your session, your recording is. So I just want to give you the heads up because I don't want you to record and say, okay, guys, I'm going to send it out right away. And you're like, I can't find my highlights. It takes time because it's got to go through the transcription process. Remember, you got to have transcription to make this happen. If you don't have transcription, go to zoomtoincome.com. Okay, so now that we got this is the coolest part. I am going to share screen. I'm going to go ahead and share. Give me a second here. I want to bring this up for you. I'm just excited. This is so much fun. Okay, don't share yet because I'm not ready. All right, so now let me bring this up that I got it all ready for you in the back end. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and hit share screen. Give me a second. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and hit share screen. Here we go. Is this what I want? Is this what I want? Trying to find her. Okay, where is she? Give me a second. Okay, give me a second. She doesn't want to work. Hold on. Here's a little tip, guys, why I'm bringing this up. It took me forever to figure it out, and maybe I'm just slow, but some of you know that I have the D10. D10 is Zoom's all-in-one device. It's amazing. Anyway, Took me forever to really use it. I used it. I wasn't exactly impressed. Now I'm impressed. Anyway, I should be talking and moving at the same time. Anyway, I'm super duper duper impressed. Okay, so I need to go to Chrome, baby, Chrome. So anyway, my D10 serves as my second monitor. And so now I'm seeing you here, but then I also have a second monitor, which is freaking cool, which I love, love, love that I have a second monitor. Okay. Now I'm trying to see why it will not share what I wanted to share. Give me a second here to see, seriously. And this is not advanced or anything, but it doesn't want to share my Chrome browser for some reason. So give me a second. Anyway, back to the D10. Whether you're using a D10 or you're using a second monitor, there's some important Zoom tips that I really want you to know about. So do me a favor. No, I don't want to go to desktop 2, people. I don't want to go to desktop 2, but I may have to. Hold on, let me just do this. I think I'm gonna have to go to desktop 2. I see what's happening, guys. Since I'm on, this is my first time doing Zoom Queen Live with 2 monitors. What's happening is it's looking at the second monitor. So let me go to the second monitor. Give me a second. Let me do that because I was like, why aren't you looking for Chrome? I see what's happening. It's exactly what I was talking about. So let me just log in real quick because I had already had it queued up for you, but I have that on my first monitor. Anyway, if you want to know how do I extend what's on my desktop onto another world, and most importantly, how will this help me with Zoom sessions? I will be ready to talk about that probably at the end of the month once I've had a little bit more practice, since I just did that. It looks amazing. I will share some pictures though to just get you all excited because it's no joke. I mean, I literally feel like I'm in a camera studio. It's ridiculous. So let me just sign in, guys, and show this to you because I was like, what is going on? And now I see it's over on part 2. See, when you're a newbie to this, you're like, what? So give me a second. Come on. I got to log in and everything. Give me a second, guys, to pull in here. Don't you just love live television when all of a sudden you get slowed down? Let me log in, people. Guys, I use RoboForm, and sometimes RoboForm is a pain in my you-know-what. And sometimes it's like, screw you, I don't want to work. I'm not going to make it easy for you. I'm going to make you remember your own darn password. And that's exactly what's happening right now. It's like ignoring me, telling me to go somewhere. And I'm like, darn it, I don't remember the password by heart. So let me just do this. I apologize. It's over on my second screen, my second monitor, which I'm going to tell you, I don't want you going through this. I don't want you live and going, well, where is it? I know we can share it. I don't want you feeling that way. So let me, what am I trying to do now? Oh, now I got to get the password, guys. Sorry about that. Or can I do this? Let me just see something. If I can do this, this would be so cool. Let me see if it will let me do this. Minimize that. Let's see if it'll let me do this. Okay. So now I'm gonna hit share screen. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Let's keep our fingers crossed that it's gonna let me share. Yes, yes, Hunty. Here is the thing though, it's sharing the whole darn thing. Golly gee whiz. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead and share. I'm gonna go to advanced and I'm gonna share a portion of screen. Okay, let me try to do that. And I'm going to hit share. So it's going to ask me, because I don't want you guys to see the whole darn thing. All right. So now I'm pushing my portion of screen all the way over here. Woo, that took for a while. That was painful. Okay, here we go. So guys, you should see this on your screen. Let me minimize so I can see myself. I got a lot of things going on here. I'm going to tell you this. If you do have multiple monitors, make sure you practice how to share your slides and all that stuff, because it's very different than when you have just one laptop or desktop. I have 2 here, and boy, does my brain hurt a little bit. I'm like, what the cockle doodle is going on? So anyway, guys, you see this over here. Hopefully it's sharing. I'm able to look in my phone to make sure that you guys see the same thing that I am seeing. Hold tight. I know that I'm still live, so that's good. And I'm going to go into my leveraging Facebook group and see if you guys have questions in there. Okay. Yeah, I'm here. Woo! So guys, you see right here, where it says the best Zoom platform. This is one of my recordings, because guess what's the best Zoom platform? Webinar. Anyway, this video is all about this. So I'm going to pull this down a little bit. This is, of course, in the back end of Zoom, right? In recordings. Now, I don't know, it may not let me play it. It's funny when you share. It's funny, funny, funny. So I'm going to see if I can go ahead and play it for you, because my goal was to play it for you. Let's see. Don't make me look good, Zoom. Yay! Okay, I know. The littlest thing makes me happy.
Did you know that there is a very important platform that Zoom has that will change the way you Zoom forever? Seriously, did you know this? Okay, so let me ask you a question. Is this you? Do you pay the lovely Zoom $60 a month or more? Okay, write that down. Do you get frustrated? I mean, like pissed off sometimes when you get that lovely message that says,
okay, guys, do you see what I just did? Do you see what I just did? This is a recording in the back end of my Zoom right now. So you see at the bottom, it says only play highlights. All you got to do is move that little button over, and guess what Zoom will do for you? Zoom will highlight whatever it thinks are the most important highlights. Now, you may disagree with Zoom. You may say, Zoom, you left this out, baby. That's not right. So what you do is they had left out an important highlight for me. So you know what I did? I went down here. Let me just see. And I went all the way. Okay, well, let's pretend I didn't. So let's pretend I wanted this right here to be a highlight. Okay, it gives me an actual marker where I can gives me a marker, and it gives me, well, this is the highlight marker, and then it gives me an edit button in case I want to change my words. So if I want to go in here and change my words, I can do that. Doesn't mean that the extra words are going to come out of my mouth now, but maybe because I'm sending out the recording and maybe something is misspelled, like your name or something. Then you're going to click highlight here, and guess what? It's going to highlight that for you. So then when you go over here and you play it again, it will include that particular highlight. And you may say, Marquesa, I only wanted to highlight 3 things, and I talked about 10 things. Go to your transcript, look at, well, which sections do I want it to, that I want my video to highlight that I spoke about in the video, and you're going to click this here, or whatever one you want to. Just click that little pen, highlight it. Isn't that cool? Okay, so Rakita had a question. She's over in my Leveraging Facebook group. She says, Rakita, did you figure that out already? She says, where is the orange part? Oh, okay. You know what? I'll show you. I'll come back to that and show you. All right. So anyway, I know what she's talking about. So guys, look at this. So I'm in a back end of my Zoom. This was 7 minutes and 9 seconds. Okay. So maybe my highlighting session or my highlighting video may be half of that amount of time. Okay, it's really up to you. And then you can either release the recording of the full video, or you can release the recording of the highlights video. That's up to you. Okay, so go try it out. You will love it. It's amazing. I have a blog that's going to come out later this week with step-by-step instructions. So if you're like, I'm still lost, honey, I'm still lost. Wait till my blog comes out. Also, here's something else you could do. Go to clubzq.com and join us, because we go even deeper into how do I use this in my business and all these different things. All right, so I'm going to get out of, I'm not going to get out of here. I'm going to do something. She wanted to know, how can you find in your recordings? So if you go over here, you see this, you go to settings. Okay, then you're going to go to settings. I just click settings. It's moving a bit slow. Come on, come on, come on. And I do have a gig, guys. I have a whole gig, but it's moving a little slow for me today. All right, so you're going to go here. You're going to click recording like I showed you earlier. Okay, you're going to click recording. Give it a second to come around and meet me where I'm at. Blah, blah, blah. Keep going, keep going. Then you're going to page down. You see how I clicked? You got to tell Zoom what you want recorded. They don't know that you want active speaker, gallery view, share screen. You don't know that you want all that. And here's a note. If you do not have a Zoom VIP account, also known as Zoom Enterprise, I would not check all of this. Otherwise, you're going to run out of space for one session. Or if you want to have unlimited space, like many of us, go to zoomtoincome.com. So anyway, when you page down, you see this orange thing right here. You see the orange thing? Y'all see it? The big old orange thing right there. And it says new. And then you're going to click this button. If this button isn't clicked, you're not going to get any recording highlights. That's a must. All right. So hopefully I answered your question, Rakita, and anybody else. So let me see. I still got about a little bit over a minute. So let me see if there are any other questions left that I need to figure out. Okay, good. And Sandra K, I see you, sweetie. I see you. What exactly do you need me to repeat? So I'm kind of checking it out. I can only look at so many places. Also, if you have a question, make sure you put your comment over in my YouTube. Okay, let me know. And guys, it would be good to go ahead and join my YouTube or subscribe, because I'm going to have special things just coming out on YouTube. So I'm excited about that. All right, I think that's it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stop sharing, and I'm going to come on back to you and close this out. So cool. Okay, I did it. That was fun. So according to my counter over here, I have 45 seconds, but actually I have 2 minutes, but I underset the timer. All right, woo, that was a lot. So what I just covered, let me just go back to the full picture here. Well, I can do it right here. What I just covered for you was, how do you get Zoom highlights? What do you need to do to get Zoom highlights? Why do you want Zoom highlights? Again, it could be a demo video. Maybe you want to show a meeting planner the best part. Maybe use that little video as your email signature. Maybe you want to send it out to your club. Maybe you have a mastermind and it has all these fabulous recordings, and you don't want to release the full recording to potential clients. See, guys, I just got buzzed. It said time's up. See? Anyway, maybe you don't want to send out the full recording to people that aren't clients. So you may post on your sales page the highlights video. Get me? So there's a million things you can do. Thank you, Zoom. Thank you, Zoom. Thank you, Zoom. This is why I love Zoom. You can do all these highlights. There's so many other things that I'm going to teach you the rest of this month. So make sure you're here 2 p.m. Eastern, ready to go, either in my zoomtogrow.com. That's my Facebook group. You can be on my main Facebook page. Hi, Mom and Dad. You can be on my business page. Just type in Marquessa Petway or type in Zoom Queen, or you can be on YouTube, okay? Because I'm gonna start doing some juicy stuff on YouTube. And of course, my favorite places would be my e-zine as well as my text list. So I'm gonna go to my community to see if anyone sent a text to me, since I can see that really quickly in community. If anyone texts me, sometimes Andrew, I have clients that will text me while I'm live. Okay, cool. All right, so I don't see any messages. Cool. All right, guys, we're gonna end. I'm gonna go out with my song. Until next time.